Sometimes we're asked, what does our Moodle site look like? So I'm going to take some time and kind of show you around some of our different Moodle sites. Each Moodle site, I shouldn't say Moodle site, each course has its own separate Moodle site, even if it's taught by multiple teachers. So you can see here for all the different courses that are taught here, here we have Algebra 2. It's taught by 3 different teachers right now, and it's just one site that all 3 of us use. Same thing down here with geometry. A couple of these are just taught by one person, so then there's just one teacher that has those. So if we go ahead and take a look at, say, pre-calc, it's going to give you an idea of what some of ours looks like. At the very top here, it's grayed out right now so the students can't see it, but it's an introductory video that kind of tells the students how to use the site, what's on the site, general information about what's going on. And then typically on all of our Google or our Moodle sites, we have either an embedded Google Doc, which contains the schedule and assignments and when the trips are occurring, tests, quizzes, and so on. Or some of our teachers, instead of having an embedded Google Doc, they actually have an embedded Google Calendar. The advantage is that whenever we update the Google Doc or Google Calendar, it's automatically fed out live to all the different Moodle sites, and it's shared via Google Drive with our students so they have access to it if it does not show up on their technology. Because occasionally this shows up blank on their technology, but it's in their Google Drive, so they have access to it there. Just a little bit of general information up here at the very top. It's for college credit, so they can how they can sign up for college credit. Their syllabus, they click on this, pulls up a separate PDF document, so they have access to that. If we go down here, and suppose I just select this chapter here, opens up, and we kind of have the topics that are covered. In our Algebra 1 geometry and our Algebra 2, it's the essential learner outcomes that we have rather than just kind of the topics listed. We have our blank guided notes. We give all of our students a notes packet that's kind of an outline of their notes that they need to fill in as they watch the videos. We have our homework problems, links to additional problems, their review, PowerPoint lectures if they want. I don't think anybody really uses those though. Where it says section 4 whatever video, that's the video that's made by me. And then underneath is links to additional videos that help students maybe understand it. Now here, it's not exactly one of my better lessons. It was just a long lesson with multiple parts. In my second version, going back and redoing some of these, I'll try to chunk the videos, make them shorter over very specific topics, have them labeled very specifically about what's going on in each video. But it might be lots of videos, but each video might be only 2 to 4 minutes apiece. Now, in addition, the homework was up here, and then the solutions manual is down here. Now, my students had requested that we actually write out the solutions, so I have a student assistant who's writing out the material. It's one of my calc students who's already been through this pre-calc class, so it's all handwritten out, showing the different answers with the work. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Algebra 2 site. In this site here, we'll take a look at one of the videos. It still contains kind of the topics, the videos, the guided notes, the solutions. But as we look here at this video package, you'll notice each video, this one's about 2.5 minutes long, this one's 2 minutes, this is a 1 3/4, but it's very specific topics. This video is equation of a line given a point and a slope, equation of a line between 2 points. So there's 4 videos here, but they're all short, all over very specific types of questions. So that way, if a student is struggling on a certain type of question in their homework, they can just go back and rewatch that one particular short video that pertains to that question. Now, some of our courses are taught by multiple teachers, and per our students' request, we have each kind of recorded our own videos. And here, this is still kind of the first version of our videos, but here, the first two videos are me going through the material, and we have common notes. So our notes, no matter which class you're talking about, all look the same. But as teachers, we all go through them and describe them differently. These next three here are videos done by Miss Green. Then the last two videos are videos done by Mr. Nelson. And then we also have Mr. Anderson down here. So sometimes you might have a student in your class that doesn't necessarily click with you or your teaching style, doesn't match with their learning style, so they are able to access any particular student or teacher's videos and watch them. We're not real concerned about if they're watching our own videos since they're in my room, just as long as they're watching the videos and learning. Right now we're looking at a geometry Moodle site, and so we kind of have the topics that are covered, schedule, what's going on, when the quizzes are, things like that. This is all grayed out because the students have gone through this. They don't have access to it right now. But I wanted to take you through this one here. Okay, so in other words, we have a Moodle quiz occurring here that contains the video lesson. So we have a quiz question. You can go ahead and answer it. I'm just taking an educated guess. Then you watch the video. You go on to the next one. And so we have the video with the question there. Says I didn't finish it, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So it's a fairly short video, but the question here above it is related to their homework, helps them engage more in the video. And I want to talk about the Algebra 1 in which Rob Warnick is doing and how he does that, so I'll pull that up. Okay, now we're looking at an Algebra 1, and this is where Rob has an embedded Google Calendar versus a Google Doc for the schedule and what's going on. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at, we'll look at Chapter 9 here. Scroll on down here. Now, what Rob is doing is when he sets this up, he does his video lessons and the quizzes all mixed together. We'll look at that in just a bit. But in each case, the homework and access to the other videos in the solutions manual is blocked until you've actually completed the video lesson. So it helps the students engage in the whole process here. Now within the Moodle quiz, up here in the right-hand corner, the I stands for where the videos are. So Rob has a almost 3-minute video here. Then if we click next, it goes on to the first question. There's a true-false question on it. Then there's a second question based on that video. And then it goes into 2 short videos here. And then another short video followed by another question. And so the videos are very chunked, very short, very specific, but each video or pair of videos is followed by a question, sometimes up to 2 or 3 questions on that video. Very basic questions. If they watched the video and took the notes, they should have no problem getting those right. Now, another thing that some of our teachers do is they actually have a video solutions manual, not of all the problems, but select problems. Specifically in geometry, to look at just all the steps of a proof all written out is not nearly as meaningful to students as it is if they actually hear a student or a teacher walk them through how to come up with each step and the teacher's thoughts and why we're saying different things. That's more beneficial than it is just looking at that. So a video solutions manual is done for select problems. I wanted to show you something here in calculus. For calc, in one of my particularly challenging lessons, I have some required videos, which means they have to watch it. Once again, it's relatively short. This is my introductory video, so it's a little bit longer, 4 minutes. And then we come on down. I have a required video here, just under 4 minutes, with another problem very similar to it, but it's the second one and it's optional. So we have a required one, and if they're feeling a little bit fuzzy and unsure about it, then there's an optional one that's going to be very similar to it. And then continue on down, we have another required video and then another optional. They're both finding volume about revolving around the y-axis. Very similar concepts, but an additional problem or video for students that feel like they need that extra resource. I would say for the most part that's what our Moodle courses and sites look like. They're all very similar, and as Moodle keeps changing and improving, we keep taking advantages of more resources, and we're always trying to change and improve what we're doing to make it more effective.